Hello everyone, good evening. This is Simon. Please feel free to subscribe my YouTube channel. You see the button at the bottom there. They have used red ink. There's a red ink there. So that's where you see the subscribe. Then you subscribe it for me. I'm going to talk about some of the likely questions they can ask during this upcoming Ghana scholarship interview. Last year I was there, and this year hopefully I will be going. So I've gathered all the information last year they asked, and I've written all of them, and I want to share with you people. So these are some of the questions they are likely to ask. First of all, they will ask you to describe yourself. They will tell you to describe yourself. So that's one of the questions they will ask. And also they will ask you of the name of your assemblyman or assemblywoman. So where you are coming from, the name of the assemblyman or the assemblywoman, they can ask you to name the person. They can also ask you to name your district or municipal chief executives. That's the MC or the DC. They can ask you to name the person. They can also ask you to name your district coordinating director. The coordinating director. So they can ask you to name that name of the person. So the district coordinating director or the district director. So you have to know. They can also ask you to mention the name of the member of parliament or your MP. The name of your MP. So you have to also know that. Okay. They can also ask you the name of your regional minister and his deputy. So know your regional minister and his deputy. They can also ask you the name of the Minister of Education and their deputies. We have one Minister of Education and two deputies. We have one deputy in charge of secondary education and basic education. And we also have one in charge of tertiary education. So we have one overall boss minister, one deputy in charge of the secondary and basic education, and one in charge of tertiary education. So that's it. They can also ask you to name the registrar in charge of the scholarship, the registrar or the director in charge of the scholarship secretariat. So if they ask you what is the name of the registrar in charge of the scholarship secretariat or the director in charge of the scholarship secretariat, you have to mention, you have to know. And let me give you that part. The name is Mr. Kensri Ajiman. Mr. Kensri Ajiman. Okay, they can also ask you to name the Chief Justice. Ghana recently elected a new Chief Justice. So they can ask you to name the person name. And also the Speaker of Parliament. The Speaker of Parliament, you have to know the name. The President of the Republic of Ghana. The President of the Republic of Ghana and the Vice. So you have to know the name of the President and his Vice. Okay. And you have to also know the minister in charge of your course. For example, I'm in health. So the minister in charge of my course is the Minister of Health is in charge of my course. So if you are in agriculture, you have to know the name of the minister in charge of agriculture. And if you are in energy, you have to know the minister in charge of energy. If you are in land or anything, fishes, you have to know the minister in charge of that course. So you have to also know that. And they can also ask you to name some of the new regions and their capital. So we have we have 6 new created regions. So you have to know their capitals. They can ask you. They can also ask you to give some functions of district or municipal assembly. So what is the functions of district assembly or functions of municipal assembly? What are some of their functions? So you have to know them. They can also ask you to give some of the functions of MP or DC or MC or assemblyman. So some of the functions of MP MC or DC and assemblyman or assemblywoman. So you have to know some of the functions of these people. And now they can also ask you to know something about COVID-19. So they'll ask you what is COVID-19, what are some of the causes that lead to COVID-19, and some of the measures we can take to control it. So you have to also know that. And we all know that we are in election year. We are in an election year, so they can ask you to give some measures we can take to ensure a peaceful election. So these are some of the likely questions they can ask. So please take your time and write them down and do the research on your own. Thank you, and feel free to ask any question, and I'm ready to answer you. Please subscribe my YouTube channel for more videos. I love you. Bye bye.